Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's evening's Hatha yoga session. So we're going to bring ourselves to our mat and just do a little bit of a breathing. So with the breathing we're going to do a skull shining breath. As we breathe out down the nose we're going to pull our belly in, but then we're just going to let the body just relax. And let the air just fill the whole of the lungs as we breathe out. So you're just letting the air, not breathing in as such, you're letting the air come in so the air fills the vacuum. Now we're going to do 10 and then we're going to have a rest and then we're going to do 2 sort of rescue breaths. Do 10 more. Have 2 rescue breaths and then see if we can do 20 in one go. Now if you've got blood pressure problems or you've got pressure behind the eye or in the ear or you're pregnant, you shouldn't really be doing these exercises. So don't do them. And we're going to keep it slow. So for people with blood pressure, it will raise your blood pressure, but keep it slow. If you feel that you're getting dizzy or you feel ill, then stop completely. So we're breathing out and then just letting it come in. So we're going to take 2 rescue breaths. Breathe in and out. So we're going to try and go a little bit faster. You don't have to. You can stay at the speed that I was just doing if you prefer. So again, let's do 10. Two rescue breaths. So I'm going to do the same speed, but I'm going to try and do 20. Now the way to remember that is that we hear it, the air come out, but it's a silent inhale. And that's basically what it should be, that you see it, hear it coming out, but it silently comes in. Now that is skull shining breath, which is slightly different from bellow breath. And later on we'll do bellow breath. But start off with that one. Start off trying to do 20, 30, up to 60 seconds, 60 blasts. And then resting in between and doing that for about 2 minutes. But like I said, if you feel giddy, then stop. So let's bring our head forward. So we're going to stick our chin forward, drop it down and roll it back up. Stick it forward, drop it down and roll it up. And we're thinking about what's happening in the back of the neck. So we're just tick-tocking the head. And bringing it back to centre. And just side to side. And bringing it back to centre. So let's go forward, backwards. So lifting up, breathing in, reaching back, breathing out, bending the knees, swinging the arms up, taking them back. Imagine just getting rid of the day, throw it away. Let's do 2 more. Bring it up, bring them arms down. Let's twist to the side, looking behind and then to the other side. And then bringing it back to centre. So from here, we're lifting the right arm up, reaching over, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Push the hips to the side, turning the arms as you're going, so the thumb comes up and then goes down. Palm faces up as it's going up and down as it's going down. And bring it back up. So we're going to take it into a half bend. I'm going to drop this down a touch. Now we're keeping our feet in line with our hips. We're tilting our pelvis backwards so that we're dropping the hips towards the floor. Tucking the chin in. We can bend the knees if we need to bring ourselves down so that we've got a nice straight back. We're rolling the shoulders back, pulling them back towards each other and pulling the chest, the shoulders back and pulling the chin in. Now, if we can straighten the knees, but without compromising that lower back. We want to keep pushing down. If we find that as soon as we start to straighten the knees, the back wants to start to roll, bend the knees and keep the back nice and straight. You can place your hands on your hips and you can pull the elbows back towards each other, and that will encourage the shoulders to come back. You want to get a nice straight back. From here, we're going to straighten the legs and let ourselves drop forward. It doesn't matter if we curl, we want to straighten them legs and we'll feel it pulling on that spine. And if it wants to curl us, let it curl. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to bring ourselves back to that half bend. We can again have the hands here, we can have them reaching to the floor, we can have it lifting. We're trying to straighten the legs and still keep that back nice and straight, but we don't want to lock the legs, we're just straightening the legs, making them hamstrings work. We drop down to the floor, let the head go, let the shoulder go. Let's try that one more time. Bend the knees, lift into a half bend. Straighten the legs if you can. Take the arms wherever you want them to be. And take it down into a forward bend. Bend the knees, lift yourself back up. Push the hips forward slightly. And bring it back. So let's take it into our waist. Bend our knees slightly. Let's see if I can get it to share properly. So, taking the legs slightly wider, keeping the knees bent. We're going to start with the hip and we're just moving it backwards and forwards. So you're tucking it under and tucking it back. Tucking it under, tucking it back. It might not be much. It just depends on what you can do. And then you're bringing it back to where it feels no stretch on either side. So we're going to take it up to the side. You're lifting the hips side to side. And bring it back to centre. So now we're going to take it forwards and to the side and to the back and to the side and to the front. Side, back, side, front. Side, back, side, front. Taking the hips round in a circle. And then we're going to take it in the opposite direction. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. And bring it back to centre. Bring your weight over onto one foot. Draw a circle. Or lift the foot, take it round in a circle. And bring it down. Shift the weight over. And take it round. Your choice. And bringing it down. So we're going to take it into chair pose. We're keeping the knees in line. We're going to tilt the pelvis, so not under, tilting it back. So the tailbone, the hip bones are sticking to the floor. And we're going to sit down into an imaginary chair. Try not to let the heels lift. Pushing down but not going too far. Keeping that pelvic tilted. Tuck the chin in, pull the elbows towards each other. If you can lift them up in the air and sit down as if you're sitting down into a chair. So lift up, breathe in, reach back. So we're going to do that again. We're going to fold down into an imaginary chair. And lift, reach back. Let's take it down one more time, and this time we may come up onto our tiptoes if you feel you want to. So squatting down, and if you can, lift the heels. Let's breathe in, staying on them tiptoes, lifting up. And bring it down. Bring the arms down. Give your shoulders a little shake. Just turn this light in. It's a bit dark. So, we're going to take it into sun salutation. We're going to do the jump back, but you can step. We're going to do this 4 times. The first 2 times I'm going to jump back into down dog. The second time I'm jumping back straight into plank. Moving forward to cobra, then back to dog, then jumping forward. You can step back at any time and you can stay in down dog, especially if you feel that on your back if you jump back to plank. So, let me bring this forward slightly. Bring yourself to the front of your mat. Bring your feet into, or your body into mountain pose. Bring the hands together. You can have them in front of the heart. You can have them lifted above the head, as long as the head's free to move in all directions. Close your eyes. Think about you. We're going to breathe in, lifting our arms up, reaching back. As we breathe out, take it down into a forward bend. Remember, bend the knees if you need to. We're going to lift up as we breathe in into that half bend. We're bending, we can step or jump down, back into down dog. We're rolling forward, the elbows are coming facing forward. We can bring the knees down, bend the elbows, lift into cobra or to sphinx, whatever you prefer. Tuck the toes, if you can spring back up onto your tiptoes. Look forward, bend the knees. This is bear. From here, see if you can jump forward or step back into a forward bend. Bend the knees, breathe in, lift up, reach back. Taking it down, breathe out. Breathe in, look forward to that half bend. Breathe out, step or jump. Back to down dog. Come forward, elbows forward. Lift to up dog. Step back to down. Bend the knees, look forward. Into a forward bend. Breathe in. So I'm going to take it to plank. Be wary of your back. And let's still go into that half bend. We're jumping back straight to plank. Into up dog. Stepping back. Bending the knees. Jumping in. Breathing in, lift up. Let's try one more. Reach back, bring the hands together, breathe out, bring it down. Lovely. So, hence, as you see, that one's quite quick, where you're missing out a lot. You're missing out the step back, you're missing out the warrior lunge, you're focusing mainly on pushing through. And in a lot of things, that is a connecting. So they'll do sort of a few flows, like we're going to do a flow now, and in between the flow, they put that in as well. But we're not going to do that. We'll leave that for Monday. So let's start off in Warrior 1. Let's do Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, and move with it. So if we start off at the front of our mat, bring our hands to our hips and bring our weight to our right leg. Lift our left leg off the floor. Now you can keep it here or you can kick it out. Then you're pulling it in, you're stepping it back and placing the foot flat down on the floor. Keeping the hips facing forward, pushing forward, tilting that pelvis under slightly, pulling the shoulders back, lifting the chin up, but pushing the front of the throat forward. If you want, you can lift the arms up. You can have them shoulder height. You can have them behind your head. If you want, you could always take them into a cow face or prayer. You can do whatever you want. In fact, I like that. I'm going to stay in prayer. You don't have to. Stay wherever you want to. So from here, no, I'm not going to say I'm going to come out. From here, we're going to take the arms down and imagine that we're pulling. And we're pulling our body backwards as if we're going to fire a bow. But then we're taking it all the way to the back. Push into that front knee, but look through to the back. Then we can drop that backhand down, and as we drop it, we pull the hip around, lifting the arms up, step up, onto that front leg, onto the tiptoe. See, we can flex the foot and we're just holding it here into Warrior 3. Then we're going to slide the foot back in. Take the hands down. Move the weight over to the left foot. Lift the leg up. Push it out if you feel you want to. Step it back. Keep them hips forward. Choose your arm position. Push into that front knee. Reach back, pull back with them arms. Pulling the shoulder blades towards each other. Take the arms down so they're in line with the shoulder. Pull back as if you're about to fire. But then from the elbow, open with the hand, look back. Push into the knee. Reaching back. Take the hand down. Bring the foot round. Lift up, step up. Hold it. And bring it down. Let's have another go at that. Move a little faster. So lift the arms up. Move the weight to the right foot. Lift the left. Kick it out. Step it back. Push into the front leg. Reach the arms out. Pull the chest forward. Take the arms down. Fire that bow. Drop the arm. Lift up. Step. Move it forward. And lift. Move the feet over. Lift the right leg up. Kick it out. Step it back. Reach back. Take the arm forward. Fire that bow. Take the hand down. Lift. Reach forward. And bring it back up, reach back. Take the arms back down. Give your shoulders and your arms and your legs a little shake. So sometimes it's nice to just move with it. It gets the body flowing, gets the blood flowing. So, we're going to need, you might need a chair. You might need a band, and we'll start off without one. We're going to bring it into standing head to knee, but we'll just start off with standing first. So we're bringing all our weight onto our left foot. We're stretching our toes out as much as we can. If you want to, you can always pull them out. You're lifting up the thigh. Yes, I was right the first time. Lifting up the front of the thigh. Squeezing the inner thighs, moving the weight over. Lift the leg up and pull it in towards the chest, shoulders rolling back and down, flexing the foot. And then bringing it back down. So move the weight over again, straight pull out the right toes, tighten up the muscles, move the weight, pull in the pelvic floor, lift the foot, pull it in, flex the foot. Keep the shoulders pulling back and down. And bring it back down. Now, if you've got a chair or the edge of a settee, you might want either of these. You're bringing your foot and placing it up. Now, if you want to, you can bring your foot and place it in a band. I'm going to turn sideways. You can always stick yourself against your back against the wall if you need to as well. You're straightening the leg out, pulling the shoulders back and away. Now, like I said, you can do this on a chair, on a table, anything you want. And bring it in, unhook, take it out. So let's try the other side. So finding your balance, tightening your legs up, bringing it up, pushing it out, shoulders back and down. Lovely. And bend it in, let it out. So the next part, I'll do it against the chair first. You're bringing your foot up. If you've got your band, you can breathe out and try and pull your chin down towards your knee. If I do it standing. And then bending the knee, bringing it down. Let's try the other side. So finding our spot, bringing our foot up, pushing it out. Trying to concentrate. And bend and bring it back out. Give your legs a little shake. So from here, we're going to take our left foot behind our right foot and we're going to push or walk our hands down our legs. They don't have to touch the floor, they can stay right here. You're pulling yourself in and you'll feel this stretching through the outside edge of the legs. So you're going to lift your head up, bring your hands back to your legs, walk your hands back up. Take that left foot from behind. Take the right foot behind the left, making sure both feet are flat on the floor. Walk your hands down, pushing with that front leg into the back leg. Let the head drop, let the whole body feel as if it's falling to the floor. Let you feel the pull through the lower back and through the hips. And let's bring it back up. Take that right leg from behind. Let's try that one more time. Set the left foot behind. Sideways. Walk it down. And walking back up. Take the left out. Exchange for the right behind. Walk it down. And then walking it back up. Bring that right leg round. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to bring ourselves to the floor. So we're taking ourselves into a forward bend. Bend down the knees. Step back. The down dog. Bring yourself down to your knees. Curl back to child. Bring yourself up onto your knees. If you need to, make sure you've got some padding underneath. We're going to take it into thread the needle and work our thoracic spine. So you're taking the palm under, reaching through as you're breathing out. And as you're breathing in, you're lifting up. Breathing out, taking it under. Breathing in. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let's bring it down. And the other side. And bring it down. So we're going to see if we can make that a little bit harder. So if we're on our knees, we're going to lift our right leg off the floor, and it's our left hand we're going to take under, squeeze in stomach muscles, lift up. Otherwise you will just roll as you go under. You'll roll with it. Squeeze, push under. Lift up, push under, lift, and let's do one more, under, and lift, bring it down, lovely. So let's try the other side. So lifting that left foot off, point the toe, take the right hand under, and lift, squeeze the stomach muscles. Last one. Tuck your toes under, push back onto your heels, giving them toes a stretch. Let the elbows come down, let the head come down. You're going to lift up and you're going to bring your right foot between your hands. You're going to take your left foot back a little bit. Then you're going to drop your toes flat down. Let your hips drop into crescent moon. So letting the hips drop, bring the arm up onto the knee. Push the chest backwards, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin up. You're going to bring, if it's your right leg up, you're bringing your left hand onto the floor and you're turning and looking behind, down towards the right leg and twisting from there. If you can point the toe and lift the knee, then do so. If you can grab it, do so. Otherwise, don't worry, just reach for it. This is twisted monkey. Let's bring ourselves back. Push back. Onto your tiptoes, push back to child. You'll feel that stretching through your toes as well. Relax the head. Let's come back up and bring the left foot through. If you want, move that right leg back a little bit. Let the hips drop. We're going to bring our hands up onto our knees and again let that hip drop. It should feel as if it wants to give a little bit more. Take the right hand to the floor, look behind. And if you can, lift the knee, reach towards it. Bring it down onto your tiptoes, take the foot back, push back. Bring yourself down onto your butt. Bringing the knees together, pull them in close, let them turn out. Bringing it into butterfly. So letting them legs flat. You're going to let yourself roll over onto your right and you're going to use your left hand to try and push your left leg away. And then we're coming back up. And we're going to roll over to the other side. Now I find it, if you hold on to your ankle, it kind of holds you there. And then you can push a bit more. Now we're going to bring ourselves back to centre. I'm going to pull them feet in a little bit closer and think about opening the feet as if we're going to open and read a book. As we do that again, it'll just push down a little bit more into the inside edge of them legs. And then bring the legs together. Give yourself a little cuddle. So you may need your blocks, you may want towels. And if you've got your cream or oil, anything like that, anything will do. So we're taking it into lotus. Now lotus is a killer. If your hips may not allow you to go into it, you could have like a calcium build-up or arthritis in the hip and your hip will say no. Your knees could affect you getting into it. The same as your ankles and ankle flexibility can affect you getting into it. So you take your time, you don't push, you don't rush. You see what you can do. Some people, crossed legs is far enough, and that's as much as the knees want to go, the ankles want to go. And even in crossed legs, you may find that you want to pad underneath if you find that this is just as far as you can go. You're basically trying to get your foot, your right leg, a little bit higher. Even if it's just onto the leg, if that's too much, again, put a cushion or something and just bring it up a little bit in front. If you can get it all the way up here, but yet it feels really bad there, you may want to put a block underneath that knee to hold it again so that it doesn't rush. And again, if it's too much, you can always put something and pad under if you feel it's too much into your, putting on your skin of your leg. So, find the position for your leg to be. And grab hold of your cream. A bit of oil, doesn't really matter. You're going to spludge it all over your face, all over your neck, down onto your décolletage. So, with our hands, we're going to have our fingers in this position with our thumbs here. You're going to push up, grabbing hold of like your cheeks in your hands, but missing out your nose. Lifting up the bridge of your nose and then stretching back. And you'll use the flat of your hand to pull up. Now everything goes towards your ears so that it drains away. So we're lifting, we're pushing and back. So as if we're giving ourselves a nice little facelift. And we'll do about 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're keeping our hands in the same sort of position and we're taking it underneath and sort of here and we're pushing out. Pulling again up so it comes up behind the ears. Pushing out, lifting. And again we'll find that we're lifting up our double chin. Lifting and away. Then we're going to bring our fingers into kind of this position with the thumbs underneath and the fingers on top by the jaw. And we're pulling back along with our jaw and lifting it up again towards our ears. Pulling it back and lifting up. We're then going to get our fists and kind of catch them underneath our cheekbones and push them up. Hold it for a sec and then push it out to the ear. So up and out. And then we're going to use, oh, my foot slided. We're going to use our fingers as if we're going to, so relax our brow. We're going to rub and push our brow up. Push it up, let it go. Push it up, let it go. Try and work along the head. Use your fingers on the in between your brow to push up them crease lines as well. Pushing up, letting go, pushing up. And bring it down. So we're going to change that leg. Woo! Pulling it out, let's change legs. So again, anywhere it can go. Relax it. Now, we're going to either get a bit more cream, use a different cream. It's up to you. This one's going around our mouth. Sometimes we get all these creams for Christmas and we never know what to do with them. You know. So a little bit on the top of your lip, a little bit on the bottom of your lip, just underneath the lip. Use your two fingers, kind of pull back, stretch out the lines, and then brush them away. And then we're taking it underneath, still two fingers, taking it up, pushing it underneath the cheekbones again, up to the ear. Then again, we're going to do the eyes now. So again, you need a little bit more. So you're just going to smooth it around the eyes. You're then going to use two fingers and just underneath by your bags, you're just going to push them away. So again, towards the ears, pushing them away. Trying to drain them of all the liquid. You can bring your thumbs and kind of rest your thumbs underneath. And then you're going to take it to the top and you're pushing up, lifting your eyebrows up and then bringing it round to the ear. Lifting it up, taking it around. And again, you can place your fingers and thumbs underneath if you want. Then from here, if you rub your ears and you're kind of pulling them out, bring it all the way down and rub your earlobes, kind of pulling them downwards. Then go to the back of the earlobe and pull down, bringing it towards the collarbone. Now we can do one at a time and pulling it down. You can stick your jaw up in the air and do some facial exercising. So you're going to bring it all down and you're just bringing it to the collarbone here and just sort of trying to think about it draining away. And then we're going to go crisscross across our chest. So kind of again rubbing out all them lines that come across our chest lines. And then we're going to bring our foot down. We're going to change one more time. Now while it's here, we can do our pull it, pinch of our toe, pull it and give it a little twist. Take it to the next toe, pull, pinch, little twist, about 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. As you're pulling, see if you can feel anything through the knees, through the hip, through the back. All the way down to the last toe. Now, you may want to put a little bit of your face cream on your foot. And give your feet a little massage. Feeling where it needs a bit of rubbing, where you've got a bit of hard skin. Your feet do so much for you, and it's very rare we do anything for our feet. So giving them a nice rub, taking care, giving them thanks. Just thank you feet for supporting me. For all that walking I took you on today, took you on loads of walking today. So now we're going to take it down, and before we take it to the next foot, we're just going to close our eyes and think, how do the 2 feet feel? Does one feel better than the other? Does one feel like, oh, it's been treated perfect? The other foot feels... So let's make that other foot feel nice. Bring it up. Bit of your face cream or whatever you used. Give your foot a nice massage. Oh, sorry, pull the toes first. Go around that. So pinch and pull. Should have done that before I put cream on. you're going to pull it. I've got to kind of pinch it up. And again, giving your feet a rub. Give them a thanks, give them a massage. And the whole time you're doing this with your foot, your knee and your hip are starting to relax out a little bit. And so bringing it down. Now you can take it into and sit in this position if you want. This is my bad side, so I'm going to stay on this side and get it to work a little bit. We're going to let our body relax down. Close our eyes. Now we could do that breathing that we done at the beginning, our skull shining breath. So breathe out and just let the body relax, let the air fill the void that we've just blown out. Keep it slow, speed it up. We're going to do 5-ish sets, I think of 20, and then we'll have a go. Just at any speed, whenever you need to, take some couple of rest breaths. So here we go. So we're going to release our legs if we have. Bringing them up. Taking our hands back and just letting our legs go from side to side. Take them straight out in front and give them a shake. Take your arms above your head, breathe in, pull the toes back towards you, flexing them feet, and breathe out. Take another breath in, breathe in, lift. Now this time point your toes. And breathe out. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope your feet and your face feel lovely. I'm just going to turn everything off. Bye bye.